So before we even start thinking about vulnerability, let us take a moment to think about being strong. For years after years, as long as I remember, since I was a child, I used to think being strong means being unshakable, being unaffected by all that was happening around, being unstirred. For me, it meant not feeling all the hurt, all the pain that life offered us. For me, it meant not crying or not doing anything at all. For me, it meant to be numb, to be like a stone. And it kept going for years, and there was a day I realized that though this really helped me to push away all the pain, all the hurt, and all the uncomfortable feelings away, it also did not allow me to feel all the love, all the happiness, and all the positive feelings and emotions that life had to offer me. I remember the winter of 2022, I volunteered for a kids camp. In that camp, we had to talk with kids, and I was assigned to 3 kids. I remember that in the first 2 days of the camp, I used to talk to the kids and they used to talk to me. It was all very well. But then the main purpose of the camp was for the students to be away from their parents, to be away from their family and their natural setting, so that they can be open, so that they can be in an environment where they wouldn't be judged, where they can speak freely, where they can really open up. And though they were talking to me, I felt there was an invisible wall between us. I felt that though I could hear them, I couldn't really see who they were. And I remember those days I used to ask God, what is wrong? Like, though I am hearing them, though they are talking to me, though we are having a good communication, I cannot really see them, who they really are. And I remember that day very clearly, the last day of the camp, we were all sitting together at night. And I remember that one girl among all the 3 kids that I had to look after. So one of the girls, she said, out of nowhere, out of no context, she said, I miss my dad. And when she said that, I saw the tears in her eyes. I saw that she was trying so hard not to let those tears fall down from her eyes. And at that moment, I felt this invisible wall just vanishing away. I felt that I could see who she really was. It was as if I knew who she was, what was the core of this person. I could see the heart of that person. In this generation, we are so obsessed with being strong. We are so obsessed to being undefeatable. We want to be like a stone. But whom are we fooling? We are humans. We are not stone. Otherwise, who would we call stones? I have seen on Instagram and Facebook people having this username, Heartless Boy. And people say these things that I do not have a heart, I do not feel anything. It is so common, especially in the youths, that we say, I do not feel anything. In the morning, I even saw reels where this trend is going on, heartless or something. So we are so obsessed with these feelings that we just want to have all the good things in life. We just want to have happiness. We just want to have joy. But we do not want to feel. We do not want to feel the grief that comes in life. We do not want to feel the pain. But we forget so many times that when we push away these feelings, we are pushing away everything else that comes along. That we cannot only feel all the joy and happiness without feeling the grief and pain. When we try to desensitize ourselves, we are missing so much in life. This generation has this thing that we are all too afraid to say too much. We think so much before we express our admiration for someone. We feel that being caring is synonymous to being crazy. We feel loving too much is being synonymous to being clingy. So I really hope that today we really learn how to love people in the right way, because holding back love and giving only half of it is not the right way to love. We are too scared that once we open up to a person, once we start really loving that person, that we will become vulnerable, that that person can hurt us. There is no denying in this, it is true. But then there is something really beautiful in those small moments, magical moments, when we are being raw in front of a person, when we are really opening up, when we are being in flesh and bones because we are humans. You see, when we try to guard ourselves, when we try to close ourselves and build walls, we are depriving the other people to give the love that they want to give us, and we are depriving ourselves of all the love that we deserve to have. And it is not just love, but all the other feelings, all the joy and all the happiness. Because when we are numb, we are not only numb to all the hurt, all the pain, but we are also numb to all the joy and all the happiness. When we guard ourselves, when we close ourselves to all the pain and all, because we are scared to be hurt. So I think being strong is just a name that comes in the place of being scared. We are just scared. That's why we are calling ourselves being strong. When we close ourselves to all these feelings and we try to be strong, what we actually do is we close ourselves to all the light that we need to get to really grow. Because when we show our cracks to people, when we are really open, it is through the cracks, it is through the gaps that the light really gets in, and that is how a plant grows.